Open enrollment is here and it'll last through December 15th for most employers that people work for. Open enrollment is when many employers offer you the opportunity to review your benefit package for the upcoming plan year. This usually includes your health insurance, life insurance, group disability insurance, and all the other benefits that you get through your employer groups. Let's start out with health insurance. Most companies offer you a wide variety of different plans, from a high deductible plan that is an HSA eligible plan to a low deductible plan that offers copays for you. The key is to find a plan that works best for you and your family's needs, and pay close attention to what the deductibles and the copays are on the particular plan that you select. I always tell my clients that everyone's needs are different, so don't just ask your coworker what plan they selected and go with that one as well. Work with a professional who understands these benefits, and then they can help you make an informed decision about what is best for you on your individual needs. You also might have the opportunity to open up either a flex spending account or a health savings account, FSA and HSA for short. The flex spending account allows you and your spouse to each set aside up to $2,700 each year per person, with tax-free money to pay for medical expenses that you incur during the year. Typically, though, this is a use it or lose it benefit, so you need to be very careful to plan out exactly how much cost you're going to incur during the year, and only put what you need inside of the FSA account. An HSA, on the other hand, is still tax deductible, but you can carry forward the money in the account that you did not use the previous tax year. The HSA also allows you to put in up to $7,000 for a family in 2019, and another $1,000 if you're over the age of 55. Generally, you have to have an HSA eligible health insurance plan to contribute to an HSA. Please remember that lower cost plans usually offer a higher deductible. So you may be paying a lower premium, but you'll also have a higher deductible with higher out-of-pocket cost. Now let's move on to life insurance. Having group life insurance coverage is great. It's a very efficient way to get some life insurance coverage in place, but never assume that it's all the life insurance coverage that you and your family need. Most employers will offer a flat dollar amount of coverage that is usually close to your annual salary. In most households with kids in them that I work with, you need a lot more coverage than just 1 times your annual salary. You also need to look at your group life policy to see if you can take it with you if you quit or lose your job. Again, while working with your financial advisor, you will need to determine how much life insurance coverage to get and where to get that coverage from. Let's move on to disability insurance, which is one of the most overlooked employer group benefits that I see. I ask clients all the time, what's your largest asset? Is it your house, your 401k, maybe a rental property? Well, honestly, for most of us, it's your paycheck. Take a 30-year-old, for example, that's making $75,000 a year. If that 30-year-old works till he's 65, that is over $2.6 million in lifetime earnings. That's a pretty large asset, so how do we protect it? Disability insurance is how. I'm sure you insure your house and your cars, and they are worth far less than your earning potential. So please do yourself a favor and protect your paycheck. Most companies will offer short-term disability and long-term disability. These are great ways for you to protect your paycheck if you're sick or injured and unable to work. I usually suggest to most families that they take these policies out through work because they're so cost-effective to purchase that way. Now let's get into some common mistakes that I see people make each and every year with their employer group benefit package. The first one is leaving it the same as last year. Your life changes from year to year most years, so you should probably review your life insurance needs, health insurance needs, and disability insurance needs through your work each year as well. Also, the contribution limits on those flex spending accounts and health savings accounts change every year, so you need to take time to review those changes and evaluate your specific situation to see what you should be doing. That leads me right into the second thing that I see people do each and every year, which is not evaluating your HSA and FSA contributions. Evaluate those each and every year because they change, and make sure you're taking full advantage of the increased limits inside of those policies. The third thing that I see people do is doing what their coworkers do. Most financial advisors and group benefit coordinators handle insurance plans and know the ins and outs of every plan. Take advice from an expert and make sure you're doing what is best for you in your specific situation. The fourth thing that I see people do is not evaluating all of the insurances that are in place through work and through individual insurance companies. Sometimes I find that people have duplicate insurance coverage because they don't pay attention to what they have. So they have something through a group, but then they also have it through an individual policy. That can cause overlapping and stacked benefits and paying unnecessary premiums. The fifth thing that I see people do that's a big mistake, which is not evaluating your spouse's work benefits. This is a very big one because coordinating group benefits among several different companies can be very complex and confusing. Open enrollment can be confusing and frustrating to deal with. You have a wide variety of issues to cover, especially if you have a spouse that has group benefits available to them. Working with a financial advisor to make sure you are selecting the right benefits and coverages for you and your family is essential. I would be more than happy to walk you through what options you have available to you and help you make the best decision for you in your specific situation. As always, please remember that if you find any of this helpful, share it with a family member or friend.